everyone, long time no see. I accidentally ended up giving myself some sort of undisclosed and undeclared time off. The first week I didn't really have any motivation to read, and so likewise I didn't really feel like recording any videos. I was like, it's okay, you gotta let yourself have some time off. The second week was a bit of a combination of the same along with being busy. And now we're into the third week and I was like, I really needed to just sit down in front of the camera and get back to this. So excuse the lack of makeup, excuse the hair. I didn't want to give myself any more excuses to not film, so I just thought it doesn't matter what I look like, I'm just going to sit down and get it done. So, welcome to this month's reading wrap up. And I've got 2 books to talk to you about today. Yeah, I've not really been reading. I've been sort of stuck in my own little Sims hole. Been playing far too much Sims 4, playing challenges, watching YouTube videos galore of Sims. I'm not even watching many booktube videos recently, so I need to get back into the swing of this. So the first book I have to talk to you about today is one that I got from the publisher via NetGalley in return for an honest review, and that is Middle School: The Worst Years of My Life by James Patterson. And I gave that book 4 stars, and this was a bit of a strange one for me. This one was a bit of a strange one for me because I ended up feeling quite torn about some aspects of it. The story follows a young boy named Rafe, and basically Rafe is someone who is always getting himself into trouble at school consistently, totally, all the time. Even has a little score system where different types of trouble earning more points. He needs to get a certain amount of points by a certain date. It is just crazy. And while he is doing this, the book also manages to focus on sort of school crushes at a young age. This is a middle grade novel, so school crushes at a young age, bullying, and also just bad behaviour. And I think the bullying is the problem that I ran into most in this book, because I don't feel like the bullying was always handled that greatly, but some of the other topics were dealt with quite well. So yeah, I really enjoyed this book, and I don't want to go into it too much more right now because I am going to doing a, hopefully at this rate, I am going to doing a full spoiler free review for this book at some point soon. I don't want to promise a date when this is the first time I've managed to sit down and record a video for nearly 3 weeks, so, or is it even over 3 weeks? But yeah, sometime soon I'll be uploading a full review of this book, so keep an eye out for that. The second and final book I want to talk to you about today is a reread, and that is The Magic Faraway Tree by Enid Blyton. So it's just the second book in this series, this bind-up that is falling apart, that I've had since I was a kid and has been used and abused so many times. Contains the first 3 volumes. I think a 4th one was added on afterwards, like a lot later after these ones were written, but I've never read that one. I don't really sort of even consider it existing most of the time. So as far as I'm concerned, this is your trilogy of the Enchanted Wood and Faraway Tree series. So I haven't actually marked this as read on Goodreads yet, I don't think. No, I haven't, because I feel quite sort of confused about this one. I need to check something a minute. I'm struggling to find it right now, sod's law, so I'm gonna have to work on memory here. But I reread all 3 of these last year on audiobook, and I feel like I gave them all maybe 5 stars, or possibly 4. That's what I was trying to check, but of course I can't find it now. So I didn't enjoy rereading this much this time, and I don't know whether it's because I was trying to push through it during this massive epic Sims reading slump that I was having, but yeah, I think I preferred listening to it on audio than I did actually sitting and reading the physical copy. Or maybe it was just too soon for a reread. I did only reread them all last year. But either way, I didn't really enjoy it, to the point where I didn't even think about giving it 4 stars. I'm potentially considering giving it 3, but because I'm not sure what I want to rate it, I haven't yet marked it as done on Goodreads. So yeah, I just don't know. If you've never read these, your childhood is now ruined. You should have read these as a child. But if you've never read these, this is about a group of children. You've got Franny or Fanny, depending on which edition you are reading, because the really old ones have got the proper names, and then the newer ones have updated the names. Joe and Bessie. Yeah, Bessie. Couldn't remember which version's names were which. So yeah, and they move to a small cottage on the edge of the Enchanted Wood. And one day they climb this tree and they find all these magical creatures that you can see on the cover living there. They make friends with them, and at the top of this wonderful magical tree, different lands come and go. And so the children have lots of adventures, and it's actually a really fun book if you are, I suppose, in the mood for it. I can't have been in the mood for it. Yeah, 3 stars I think. I wasn't feeling it. It didn't grab my attention. It took me like 2 weeks to read what was essentially 120 pages of kids font with illustrations and whatnot. So I don't know what was really going on with me there. It's still a series I really love. I think the lesson to me here is, yes, I'm trying to let myself do some rereading this year so I can, you know, not feel like I'm neglecting old favourites, but at the same time, you may not want to reread everything whenever you want, because rereading something at the wrong time isn't always a good thing for your reading life. I don't know though. I think that much of a reading slump, but maybe I wouldn't have enjoyed anything. So I'm still currently reading The Witchfinder's Sister. What's it called? What is wrong with me today? I'm still reading The Witchfinder's Sister by Beth Undertow, although I have nearly finished this. I've been having a really mixed experience with this one too, and I think I've only got about 20% left, and I'll probably be done with that tonight, simply because I'm at the point where I'm not reading it properly. For the last, basically I gave it till 60% because I really have issues with DNFing books, and it's really tricky as well when you're reading one that you're actually reading and enjoying on and off, but then sometimes you read it and you think this is terrible and you just can't get into it. So I'm having such a mixed feeling of it, so I'm sort of skim reading it a little bit now, and then when something actually catches my eye I slow down and read that bit properly, and then it goes back into another long dull bit and then I sort of skim read again. So I am at the point where I am skim reading that one on and off, and have been from the 60% mark, so that makes me really sad, but I don't want to DNF it totally, so it was that or DNF it, and I can't bring myself to DNF yet. I'm trying this year to get myself to that point, but I just can't yet do it. I'm also currently reading Night Film by Marisha Pessl. I've officially picked this one properly back up. I went back a couple of chapters, but I found that I only needed to skim read to pick up what was going on, and I soon remembered exactly where I was, so I'm now actually ahead of where I was before and really enjoying this. I think this will be really the thing to help pull me back into my reading. If I had the time to just sit and read this constantly, I would be doing that. I'm enjoying this so much. Also, I need to update you on my reading challenge. So March was meant to be my epic, wonderful reading challenge of reading 1 hour every day. As you can probably tell by how the rest of this video has gone, that did not happen. So I thought, I don't want to put any pressure on myself per se in April, because I really don't want to sort of push myself back into the slump when I've just started reading again. So we are now on April the 5th, flipping it. It is now April the 5th, and I have read 1 hour every day so far in every day in April, except for today. I've not done a whole hour yet today. And so I'm thinking that actually this is going really well. So I might now pick up the vlogging side of things and start vlogging from today onwards, and just do the challenge this month instead, because I'm on track with the reading. I've been doing it 1 hour every day, and all I need to do is slip the vlogging into it, which will also help me sit down and start filming videos again, so hopefully that's a win-win. So that is what I'm going to do. I don't like taking this long off filming videos because this actually feels a little bit weird. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe by clicking that image of me just there if you want to see more bookish videos and other bookish content by me. And I will see you soon. Bye bye!